All right, welcome back everybody to game 13 of 14 from the Montreal tournament that I played in May. Yeah, so at this point in the tournament, the tournament's over for me. There's no chance of me, I don't think there's a chance of me getting a cash prize or anything, so I'm just trying to play a good Scrabble and not feel too down on myself. So I get to play Chloe Fatsis for the second time this tournament, and she's definitely out to get me since I won the first game. And so let's see how it goes. I go first, and I have this opening rack, VEGO-RTV, and I decide that it's better to play Vogue here for 14 than to play Gavotte for 22, GAVOT. That's also a very good option, but I think Vogue is slightly better. The leave of AERT is really good, but mainly the defense of Vogue provides a lot of extra points that are hidden in the position to make up for those 8 points that I'm losing initially. If I play Gavotte, that puts the O next to double letter scores. It opens a double word score, even a possible double-double through the A of Gavotte and just gives Chloe a couple more tiles to play through as well if she has specific letters that only work through potentially a T or an A. She's going to get a bingo down. So all of those factors, as well as the increased value of my leave, led me to believe that Vogue was a better play than Gavotte, but both plays are pretty good. So yeah, Vogue comes down, she plays down. Um, and yeah, now I have this rack and I've just been completely saved by Chloe's play. She gives me just the letter I need, the N. I play Tenebrae and I'm feeling good about the position. However, after a minute or so, Chloe comes down with Citherns, which scores 102 points. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's going to be a game, isn't it? Um, yeah, double double for 102. And my rack is AEFIIS, and there are a couple, I guess, a couple options to consider here. I can play fees for 24 points through the S keeping IIS, but I can also just play what I played, and that is FIE. There's also the option of playing these same letters from the SEIF to set up my S um, that I have on my rack, but yeah, 6 points just to set up an S that Chloe might already have. Didn't think that it was worth it. The score is close enough that I thought that just making the calm move of FIE was best here. I have AEIS, and I can definitely draw into bingos that end in SE. I can draw into bingos on the K column as well, and through the S as well. But Chloe immediately plays Theremin, which I didn't actually block with my play of FIE. I actually just gave her 6 more points for it. So yeah, that's two massive plays in a row for Chloe. And now I have this rack that's very sad. AEIINOS. And this was the pivotal moment of the game where I was considering a play that just didn't look right, but it like the more I analyzed, the more I was like, this has to be right. This has to be the right play. Like, what else can I do? And I lay down Inia for 15 points. Now, the reason I play this is I'm down by 100. So scoring some points is important. The score is 15 points. It's hard to score a lot more than that with these letters. It also blocks the scoring spot through the end, the triple, which Chloe can use to score very nicely. And it also partially blocks the N column scoring spot, which Chloe can also use to continue to score nicely. Because in Chloe's shoes, if she just continues to score, it's pretty likely she's going to win the game, even if she allows me to bingo once and maybe even twice. So this play of Inia was trying to protect against Chloe's ability to just keep scoring and just make an insurmountable lead for herself. But there are a couple of issues with this play. The number one issue is that my bingo prospects after it are not as good as a couple of other plays in the position. So I could play 10i OBI. Let's bring this back. I could play OBI through this B in Tenebrae. I could play Obia in the same spot, um, which both of those plays are very similar in value. OB will bingo a little bit more than Obia, but Obia scoring 3 more points is potentially worth taking the small sacrifice in bingo chances. And then the play that I think I should have made is 08 Eonian, Eonian. And that's an obscure 6-letter word. It takes an A hook for Aeonian. That's a very useful word to know because it uses really crappy letters, and it's a 7-letter word and uses a lot of vowels. So if I had played just Eonian, pertaining to an eon, I guess that's what it means. That would have scored 21 points, accomplished the same goal as Inia. It doesn't bingo as much as Inia, but it's actually just a better play all around because it sets up a new lane on the end column, scores more points, and doesn't allow for certain plays that I would be giving back with Inia that would really hamper my style, I guess, is the word for it. And one of said plays does occur, and it's tilt. So just Chloe did not have a very workable rack, but I gave her a spot to score 16 points, rid herself of 3 of her consonants, and do nothing bad to the board. And basically, it's my move now, and yeah, things aren't looking good. I don't have a bingo, so I play foal and a down, setting up a second lane on the E column. Now I have the K column, the L column, the 14 row, and the E column to work with, but still down a significant margin. And Chloe draws into her bingo that my play of Inia allowed her to get as close to as possible. She plays Toritos, and the game is pretty much over at this point. I have to get very lucky to come back. And I play Lungs, and I wasn't really sure if I should play this or Kong, Cangvs, or Lagoons. And like, I think I have to play here, but I wasn't really sure the best way to play here. Because if I play longs, that does allow me to threaten more triple triples, and if Chloe has a really unworkable rack, she might have to sacrifice a lot of points to try and block that. And if I play the C as a blank instead of the L, those triple triples are not really much of a concern anymore for Chloe, and she can just choose to play elsewhere. So I wanted to create a bigger threat of a triple triple that she might have to sacrifice points to address. And because I'm so desperate at this point, that's the sort of thing I need to work. And if I played Lagoons, I felt like it was too easy to like re-overlap with like an M play, leaving like since Lagoons puts a vowel, consonant vowel pattern down on the board, it's usually easier to overlap those words, and I didn't want her to overlap. Anyway, she plays Pinky instead of blocking triple triple. This seems fine. It's likely enough that I'll bingo again and threaten to bingo a third time. So blocking the triple triple isn't of utmost importance here, because sure, that is a path to victory for me, but it's potentially just as likely for me to continue to bingo if she sacrifices to block the triple triple, because this board is still open for bingos. The C column, the B column, the K column, the L column, and all the letters in longs are open now. So yeah, I think this is a decent decision by Chloe. It's a bit stressful to leave a triple triple open, but not necessary to close it. Here I played Qua, and I think this was another mistake. I think I was supposed to play. What was I supposed to play here? Maybe I don't remember. I don't have any comments here, but I think the play that I was supposed to make here was just using my W. Was it? Oh man, I don't remember. I don't know if I was. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to do this because what it does is I mean, it gets rid of my Q, of course, which I don't really want. But it also blocks these two lanes, of course, it's very likely that play on the 15 row is possible for Chloe, and that she can just block those lanes next turn herself. But leaving them open at least provides me with another route out of the game. But I think, yeah, I think I was supposed to do something else. I think I was supposed to play maybe Acque to the E, or oh no, it was Quant. Yeah, yeah. I'm supposed to play Quant or Quanta in this position. I remember now. And I didn't want to do that because, yeah, if she has an A and she just underlaps Quanta, it's just game over. And if I just play Quanta, it's pretty easy to play in the spot. The point of Qua was actually to score points and block scoring for Chloe on the 15 row. Because again, I need a lot of help to win this game, and preventing my opponent from scoring is one of those things that I need to be considering, as well as considering my rack leave and all sorts of other stuff. But I think I was supposed to play Quanta. The numbers just don't lie here, and there are just other threats that are lurking that Chloe can have, and yeah, I think that's what I was supposed to do. So this is another missed opportunity for me. She plays value to block the triple triple. I think she had a couple other plays there, but this gets the job done. I played Conga, sort of setting up the C as a pretty bad bingo lane, but yeah, it's basically all I can do, score some points. And then she plays Grim. Yeah, in this position, if she plays Rigor one spot up, that blocks the two row that value had created, and also blocks the S and the K, which she was doing with the S and the K column, which she was doing with Grim. But yeah, maybe slight inaccuracy, giving up a little bit of winning percentage, but she's in commanding position here, and it's very hard to see her lose. And she blocked a phony bingo of mine. I have yellows on my rack, ELLOSWY. And I was going to play it, I think, at K2 with a downs, which is not a word, just hoping that she couldn't or wouldn't challenge a downs. But yeah, that didn't happen. I play liar, just trying to score some points. There's really not much to do here anymore. She gets unvalued, which was nice. And I have this really, really bizarre rack, and I play owl after like thinking for 10 minutes. Because yeah, in this position, I'm down over 100, and I need some crazy thing to happen. What I was hoping is that I would play owl, she would play off like 1 or 2 tiles, because I'm leaving 4 in the bag, and then I was going to be able to drop a letter down and like maybe fish for a bingo. Like I have nothing that I can draw immediately with owl, but she doesn't know that. So I was just hoping for some weird thing where she doesn't make a very good play in the pre-end game, and I'm able to like fish off a letter and draw into a huge bingo. But yeah, that was all I could see. Other than that, there's really nothing to do in this position, because anything I do, she'll respond to properly. Anything else that I do. So I played owl. She plays orb. Yeah, from her perspective, she could lose to doozies. So at least there was that threat there that I was mentioning that she might not respond best to. But yeah, I did not have the letters for doozies at all. I played pox. And then there's a really cool endgame sequence. Ariel for 7 points, blocking Zaz and Owls, and going out with logoed through the L, G, and E, which is like really top tier endgame if you see that. But anyways, this gets the job done, as I mentioned, and the game is over, and Chloe wins and gets her revenge on me in round 13. Very well played game by her. The play of Inia, I look back on and know that was completely wrong, and I should have considered something else. The alarm bells were ringing in my head, but I didn't. I didn't listen to them, basically. I made a play that seems to make sense, but there were better plays in the position. So yeah, congrats to Chloe on the victory, and 1 more round to go. Hopefully I can win my last game at least, and salvage some pride in the tournament. We'll see. All right, see you guys next time.